So good.
Good
Question started. Really good question. So, DefCon 5 is what we're starting out on, also known as Fade Out or Blue. What does DefCon 5 mean? So, DefCon 5 means low state of readiness, normal peacetime military readiness, so basically, sit back, chill, and relax. Which, yeah. DefCon 5 or Fade Out is the lowest or normal state of readiness and is sometimes described as the blue alert status. It reflects peacetime or readiness conditions. The alert color is blue, also called as normal readiness. Some mistakenly believe that the condition level 5 of Fade Out is the highest state of readiness and that level 1 is the lowest. In reality, DefCon 5 is the lowest and DefCon 1 is the highest alert condition. DefCon 5 we describe routine peacetime posture while forces remain prepared at a normal state of alert. Normal readiness, standard training, and maintenance operations, no unusual activity. So, yep, historical usage, standard condition during peacetime when no significant threats are detected. Alright, so that's DefCon 5. We are going to go to DefCon 4, which is one of those commons. So, DefCon 4 is also considered double take, or it's, I'm going to call it code green. Increased intelligence, watch, strengthen security measures above normal readiness, which is about normal. DefCon 4, also called double take, it increases intelligence gathering, security protocols, and is sometimes described as a green alert status. This condition is considered above normal readiness. The status alert color for DefCon 4 or double take is green. The alert status lower than this condition is level 5 or Fade Out. Confirmed records indicate that DefCon 4 may be used during periods of uncertainty while intelligence is gathered or when above normal readiness is required. Specific triggers are classified. So, yeah, this is classified information of what the triggers are. which I really don't know what they are, and I honestly don't want to know. Normal increased intelligence and security, slight increase in force readiness. Historical uses, standard peacetime readiness, level above baseline, used during periods of international tension. So we're going to go to DefCon 3, which is one of the most common ones that we kind of remain on. What does DefCon 3 mean? Increase in force of readiness above normal. Air Force ready to mobilize within 15 minutes. Which, that's about normal. DefCon 3 or Roundhouse is an increase in alertness. Military readiness, sometimes described as yellow alert. Confirmed timelines place Air Force mobilization at roughly 15 minutes. The alert calling for DefCon 3 or Roundhouse is yellow. This condition represents the state of preparedness and elevated caution. Confirmed records indicate that DefCon 3 may have been used during significant international crisis or heightened threat conditions. Specific triggers and procedures are classified. Above normal readiness, increased intelligence watch. Some forces are on high alert. Historical usage. Declared during 9/11 attacks of 2001, Yom Kippur War of 1973, Operation Paul Bunyan in 1976. And then we'll click on the September 11 attacks to kind of give you a detail. September 11th or 9/11 that got off lit, I would warn them of life. The United States experienced the deadliest terrorist attack in its history following the attacks of the World Trade Center in New York City and the Pentagon in Washington, D.C. The U.S. military was immediately placed on high alert. This marked the first time DefCon 3 has ever been declared since the 1973 Yom Kippur War. The alert affected all branches of the military and led to unprecedented security measures across the country. Fighter jets were scrambled to patrol American airspace, and all civilian aircraft were grounded nationwide. Commands affected all commands. We're going to hop back. I won't even bother clicking on Operation Paul Bunyan. DefCon 3 declared after North Korean soldiers killed 2 U.S. Army officers at the DMZ zone, which is the demilitarized zone. In the Yom Kippur War, DefCon 3 was declared during the Arab-Israeli War during the Soviet military movements. Alright, now we're going to move on to DefCon 2, what we are currently at right now. What does DefCon 2 mean? Armed forces are ready to deploy and engage in less than 6 hours. Next step to nuclear war. What is DefCon 2 or fast-paced warning level? DefCon 2 or fast-paced is a red color condition level to the red alert warning status. Further descriptions indicate DefCon 2 represents a step just below maximum readiness. Confirmed timelines associate this level with readiness around 6 hours or less. Confirmed records indicate the alert status may be raised when intelligence findings suggest a heightened risk of attack, such as the Cuban Missile Crisis of 1962. Specific triggers are classified. Confirmed records indicate that DefCon 2 was reached by Strategic Air Command during the Cuban Missile Crisis in late October 1962, with the level later reduced. Details vary by source. Forces are ready for combat for military posture at DefCon 2. Personnel recalled from leave. Strategic bombers on high alert. Missiles are on standby. Historical usage. Reached during the Cuban Missile Crisis 1962 for Strategic Air Command and during the Gulf War of 1991. And which, this one should probably be updated here soon. Now we're going to move on to DefCon 1. First, let's take a second on to What is DefCon 1? What does DefCon 1 mean? Maximum military readiness. Nuclear war is imminent or has begun. All forces are ready for immediate combat operations. What is DefCon 1 or cocked pistol warning level? DefCon 1, also called cocked pistol or wild alert, is the maximum readiness condition. Confirmed records commonly cite late 1950s creation by the Joint Chiefs of Staff, while operation details remain classified. Confirmed descriptions indicate this level signals imminent or ongoing nuclear conflict. DefCon 1 could be considered if intelligence indicates an imminent or confirmed threat of nuclear attack or major war. The alert color for quick pistol is white. Confirmed records do not show that the DoD or Department of Defense or U.S. Armed Forces raising DefCon 1 since the system was implemented. Military posture at DefCon 1. Maximum forces readiness on military personnel on duty. All weapon systems armed and ready. Launch authority delegated. And if you're wondering what delegated means, just a little quick. I'm gonna just pop over here. Delegated means, let me do this. Yeah, of course. Alright, so right here. Refers to the assignment of tasks, authority, decision-making, responsibility to another person, often from a manager or a subordinate. It enables efficient workflow, empowers team members, and allows leaders to focus on higher-level priorities. It is past tense of delegate. So basically, approved, get ready to fire away. Historical usage. DefCon 1 has never been declared. This represents the highest possibility alert state, including nuclear war is imminent. Alright, so right now, we are going to go to the global conflict map. Alright, so active conflicts is 13, tension zones is 19, other conflicts is 10, nuclear risks is 4. Jesus. That is 4 too many than what I want to see. We are just going to hit nuclear. Alright, so we're going to zoom in. First one's first. We're not going to talk about Ukraine or the one for and this one. Yeah, we're not going to talk about this one either. We're going to talk about the current one right now for Iran. So right now the region where it's happening is called the Middle East. Command, Central Command of CENTCOM. Status is escalating right now. Type is tension zone. Intensity is high. Iran and Israel, United States, and Gulf states is the parties. Nuclear risk is high. Risk contacts ongoing attacks on Iran's nuclear facilities. Recent conflict alerts last 45 days. 26 war with Iran. Iranian nuclear facilities, Iranian nuclear program approaching weapon-grade capabilities, conflict via, let's see here, where was I? But yeah, let's just quick sum up of basically what's going on right now. I'll go back up here. We're going to look at, looks like StratCom and DisasterCom has been elevated. Transcom says level 3 but never raised the alerts. Southcom looks like they're sitting on a DefCon 2. DefCon is what they used in Call of Duty Black Ops 1. Looks like Northern Command Alerts, or Northcom, they're sitting at a level 3. Indo-Pacific Commands, level 3. Eurocom, level 3. CENTCOM, level 2. AFRICOM, level 3. CyberCom has that level 2. Which we'll look at this one, the command details. So yeah, life cyber threat maps, intelligence resources for real-time monitoring. We'll go to live cyber maps. Real-time visualizations of cybercaps detected by Casper's security network dragged to rotate the globe. We're going to full view. Alright, cyber alerts. Poland energy sector face coordinates, cyber attacks targeting renewable facilities with deploying wiper malware. Now we're going to look at SpaceCom. Right now that is at level 3. FinCom, level 4, Biocom, level 3, Transcom, level 3, StratCom, level 2, SOCOM, level 2, and Special Operations. Level 3, level 2, level 3, level 3, level 3, level 2, and a level 3. Alright. So right here, we're going to go to Central Command and read this one. Middle East, Iran conducted missile and drone strikes on civilian locations across the Gulf states on March 2nd, including airports in Dubai, Kuwait, and Erbil. Along the hotels and residential areas, according to U.S. Central Command, strikes resulted in at least 88 injuries, 58 in the UAE, and more than 30 in Kuwait, and at least 4 killed, all foreign nationals, with additional injuries reported in Bahrain and Qatar. Bahrain confirmed a maritime facility in Yemena was attacked with the fire contained. Statement by U.S. President Donald Trump said that U.S. forces sank an Iranian Jamaran-class corvette in the Gulf of Oman, and destroyed 9 several ships in total. The FBI heightened domestic counterterrorism alerts given potential retaliation risks. A UK Royal Air Force Typhoon intercepted an Iranian drone over Qatar, safeguarding airspace. Civilian sites targeted in Gulf strikes. Iranian attack struck Dubai International Airport, Kuwait International Airport, and Zayed International Airport, and Abu Dhabi, and the Erbil International Airport in Iraq. Hotels affected included Fairmont Palm, Bora, Al Arab in Dubai, Crown Plaza in Bahrain, ports in Dubai, residential zones in Bet Shemesh, Tel Aviv in Israel, Arab Views Towers in Bahrain, and Qatar were also hit. UAE air defenses intercepted 137 ballistic missiles, 209 drones according to the UAE Ministry of Defense, or the UAE MOD. Kuwait intercepted 97 ballistic missiles, 283 drones according to the Kuwait authorities. These strikes contradicted Iran's claim of focusing solely on military assets, which CENTCOM refuted as false. Casualties included at least 8,858 in the UAE, more than 30 in Kuwait, and 4 others across the region. With additional injuries reported in Bahrain and Qatar. Assessment. Attacks on airports and hotels disrupt travel and commerce, shifting impacts to civilian sectors. Residential targeting escalates humanitarian concerns, potentially isolating Iran diplomatically. Satellite imagery from commercial providers could verify damage and trajectories. U.S. naval responses and Iranian losses. U.S. forces targeted the Jamaran-class corvette on the Gwar Pier, leading to its sinking. The ship is currently sinking to the bottom of the Gulf of Oman at the Gwar Pier, according to CENTCOM. President Trump announced 9 Iranian naval ships destroyed and their headquarters largely eliminated in separate strikes. CENTCOM framed these actions as countering Iranian Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, or IRGC, threats, noting over 1,000 American deaths attributed to them over 47 years. No U.S. losses reported in these engagements. Assessment. Naval strikes diminish Iran's sea capabilities, restricting Gulf protocols, destroyed headquarters, disrupts commands, potentially delaying responses. IAS tracking from marine traffic would indicate remaining vessel movements. Give me 1 second here. Operation Epic Fury U.S. strike campaign. Operation Epic Fury launched at 1:15 a.m. on February 28th at the President's discretion, or direction. My bad. Correction. Oh. Targeting Iran security apparatuses. Categories include command centers, IRGC, joint, headquarters, aerospace forces, headquarters, air defense systems, ballistic missile sites, Navy ships and submarines, anti-ship missile sites, and communication capabilities. U.S. assets employed encompass B-2 stealth bombers, F-22s, F-35 stealth fighters, F-18s, F-16 fighter jets, A-10 attack jets, THAADs and Patriot systems, MQ-9 Reapers, nuclear-powered carriers, guided missile destroyers, EA-18G, electronic attack craft, P-8 Maritime Patrol, RC-135 reconnaissance, M-42 Himros, C-17, C-130, refueling tankers and ships, plus several capabilities. Assessment. This multi-domain campaign degrades Iran's integrated defenses, limiting response options across air, sea, and land, asset diversity, and able sustained operations, pressure and command structures, monitoring DoD releases, would reveal phase progressions. Domestic U.S. counterterrorism work. FBI Director Kash Patel directed teams to high alert, activating joint terrorism task forces nationwide. FBI personnel are fully engaged on the situation overseas, Patel stated. Public reporting encountered via hotline and website. This follows U.S. service members' deaths and 5 seriously wounded from Iranian strikes on a U.S. Army base in Kuwait. Assessment. Alerts address possible homeland repercussions from overseas actions, enhanced monitoring, strengthen preventions through increased awareness may affect public sentiment. Tip line. Submissions in the next hour would signal threat levels. Allied air defense engagements. A Royal Air Force Typhoon and Qatar Joint Squadron used an air-to-air missile to down an Iranian drone nearing Qatari territory. The interception protected local airspace and the UK interests. UK forces maintain patrols contributing to regional security efforts. Attack on Burhan maritime infrastructure. Burhan's Interior Ministry reported an Iranian strike on the facility near Mina Salman, with containment efforts succeeding. Iranian aggression targets a maritime facility in Mina Salman. Civil defense carries out procedures to control the fire. Ministry stated. No casualties noted. This incident adds threats against Gulf energy and trade assets. Assessment. Port strikes interrupt regional logistics, impacting oil exports. Swift containment mitigate short-term damage, but patterns could overburden response capabilities. Port Authority updates would track operational status. Escalating travel and security warnings. U.S. State Department urged global caution with Level 4 advised for Iran, Iraq, Syria, Level 3 for UAE, Qatar, and Brahman. UK FCDO avoid all to Iran, non-essential to UAE, Qatar. Avoid all to Iran, UAE, reconsider Oman. Australia, do not travel to Iran, UAE, reconsider Saudi Arabia, airspace closed, disrupting more than 19,000 flights across the region. Assessment. Warnings respond to missile risk, restricted movements. Disruptions affect economies with rerouting, increasing costs. Government patrols or portals offer timely guidance for affected travelers. Strategic assessment. Strikes on civilian and naval assets show intensified operations with allies reinforcing defenses. Domestic measures indicate wider vigilance. Alternatively, contained damages might encourage talk if losses mount. Triggers include reduced risk strikes or diplomatic contacts. Gulf nations focus on protection as warnings highlight uncertainties. Civilian casualties updates in Gulf in 4 hours. Hospital reports indicate scales. Naval engagement report CENTCOM 6 hours. Losses reflect intensifies. I'm gonna read through all that. Alright, just take a quick peek. DefCon 2 still. DefCon clock. 18 minutes. Minutes to DefCon 1, maximum readiness. Summer joint U.S. irregular strikes on Iranian military infrastructure and Iranian retaliation against U.S. Fifth Fleet has pushed readiness to DefCon 2. The highest level since September 11, 2001. Confidence is moderate. Yep, quick answer is not ready to release. Yep, if I hit official DefCon level classified, I think weapons thing. Yep, Biocom 3. News flash updates.